1 minute. Trying to see if it's been a minute, I guess. That's all I have. Just take turns.
Please post the colors. Brian Conley, front and center. Please lead the troops in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Scout remain standing. Everyone else, take seat.
Todd Higgins, front and center. Please lead the troop and scout up. Brian Breslin, front and center. Please lead the troop in the scout law. Color guards, color bearers, front and center. You return to your post.
Maybe seat. Marty, please come up and have your Right.
All right, let's pray. Lord God, thank you for letting us come here today, Lord. Thank you for letting us see all of our accomplishments, Lord. And this past year, Lord, help us just remember what this holiday is all about, Lord. And help us to be safe in the holiday season, Lord. And in your name we pray. Amen.
It's time for you guys to come up for the wood beating ceremony. Wood badge beating ceremony.
Yeah, you gotta be careful how you pronounce it. Thank you. I'd like to welcome everybody. Tonight we're gonna have bestow some special honors on two of your people. And it's a wood badge beating ceremony. Again, we have to be very careful how we pronounce that because otherwise we're blamed for hazing. The first thing I'd like to do is introduce our Scoutmaster for our class, Buddy Whittle, who in turn will open our Court of Honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you, Steve. By the power vested in me by the National Office of the Boy Scouts of America, I now declare this Wood Badge Court of Honor open. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, buddy. Don, can you start us, please? We have to improvise a little bit tonight because we're missing a guy that had this all set up for us. So if we skip a beat, I apologize.
Before you is the log and the axe. This is the wood badge symbol, the grain of the handle in the axe is straight and true. The handle is set straight in the eye of the head. The head has the proper temper. It is not too soft, nor is it too hard. It is sharpened to a point of usefulness. The axe in the log reminds us that those who wear the symbol have allowed their lives to be placed in the hands of God. They have proven themselves of service to others and have committed themselves to strengthen others through service and example.
Oh, okay. Took my script away and then didn't cue me. Thank you, Don. What am I supposed to talk about? Oh, okay. What Wood Badge is. Wood Badge is designed to be advanced leadership training. All right? And like you boys, you start off as scouts and you work up towards the rank with your goal being that of becoming an Eagle Scout. Well, with adults, we do training. And these gentlemen that we're going to honor this evening go and receive training so that they can come back to the troop and they can be better leaders for you guys. So they do this for you. And it starts off and we have some basic leader training and it progresses up and eventually you get to Wood Badge training. Wood Badge training is the highest level of training that Boy Scouts of America offers for any of its adult leaders. 2 parts to Wood Badge training. They spend 2 weekends out in the woods with us, and they go through classes on leadership skills and all that kind of stuff, and they work together as a patrol, just like you boys in the troop. They spend all their time together as a patrol, they do everything together as a patrol, and during the course we function as a very large troop. When those 2 weeks end, during that period of time, they have written what they call a ticket. And a ticket is a series of things that that individual is going to do after the course is over and before they can receive their Wood Badge recognition. It is a contract between Boy Scouts of America and themselves. So they have 18 months to complete all of those efforts. These 2 gentlemen have done it in 14, 15 months. They've done an excellent job. And so we get the distinct pleasure of coming here tonight to recognize them for all of their efforts, their dedication, and their commitment to you guys as scouts and as a troop. Thank you.
Larry, can you come on up? And will the escorts please bring Ben and George, our honorees? Thank you. This is your show. At this time, the first step in the ceremony will be to remove the training neckerchief and goggles that they did when they were in their class. And if I can have Ryan and Ben come on up. So you guys please remove their neckerchief and their goggles. Thank you. You can hold on to them until after. I'm sure they'll track you down for them later. Larry, if you can please explain the beads.
Certainly.
In 1911, 4 years after the scouting program began in England, Lord Baden-Powell began training scout leaders by using a series of lectures followed by coordinated activities. The kudu horn Baden Powell was found in Africa in 1896, was used to call the men to action. In looking for a suitable recognition device for the 19 men who completed the first wood badge course in England in 1919, Baden Powell found among his many old Army trophies and souvenirs, was digging through the closet, everything fell down on top of him, and he came up with a necklace about probably 12 feet long, and it had about 1,000 little wooden beads on it. This necklace had belonged to the African king, Dini Zulu, and it was a distinction given to royalty and to outstanding warriors, of which Baden Powell was one. He obtained it by defeating the Zulus in battle in 1888. Searching further in the floor of his closet among all of his stuff that fell on his head, he found a simple leather thong. That was given to him by an elderly African during the siege of Mafeking, when Baden Powell had expressed some concerns about how things were going. And the African had said to him, "Take this thong that was given to me by my mother. It was given to her for good luck. She's had good luck with it. You take it and you're going to have good luck too." It brought him luck because he went through the siege of Mafeking victoriously and got the 1,000 beads. What better recognition, Lord Baden Powell thought, for the first wood badge course than beads from that royal necklace strung in a simple leather thong for luck? Because we all need luck dealing with young guys. So Baden Powell took one of the beads, he knotted it on a thong, and created the now famous wood badge, from which the training wood badge takes its name. Two simple wooden beads knotted on a leather thong, they've come to symbolize, not one but two, and I don't know where the difference came from. We'll figure it out. So two beads has come to symbolize the where it has completed the most respected international course in Scout leadership. And he has dedicated himself, as these two gentlemen here have, to the highest standards of service. Buddy?
At this time, I'd like to present George and Ben with their beads. We'll get you prepped here, because there's more to come. George? And looking down a long road here.
Thank you, sir. At this time, can I have Janice and Pam come on up? And while Don tells us about the neckerchief, I'd like you guys to get those to the respective people.
That same year, in 1919, W.F. Du Bois McLaren, a district commissioner in Scotland, purchased Gilwell Park and presented it to the Boy Scouts Association to provide a training ground for the officers of the Scout movement. When the wood badge neckerchiefs first appeared in 1921, they were made entirely out of the McLaren tartan in recognition of this gift, just as the neckerchiefs that were initially removed, those are the McLaren tartan. Soon this was replaced by the now recognized taupe scarf with a small patch of the tartan at the tip on the back.
Thank you. And Greg, you get to assist me on the next part. That's it. The leather slide on the woggle has no beginning or no end. It's symbolic of the commitment and dedication to scouting as evident in your practical training course. May the woggle keep your neckerchief secure, and as you join those wood badgers who have preceded you.
Along with the regalia, which is what this is called, for completing the Wood Badge course, Wood Badge also presents a certificate that reads Wood Badge, given by Boy Scouts of America to Ben DeGennaro and George Breslin, knew I was going to mess that up, in recognition of completing the National Wood Badge requirements. And it's dated December 21st, 2004, and it's signed by the Chief Scout Executive, Roy L. Williams. So George. Congratulations. And we do have another piece. Larry, you had a presentation you wish to make?
Yes. Both of these gentlemen are members of patrols in their Wood Badge, just like you folks have patrols. What are your patrols?
Moose, lightning, and cobra.
Okay. We have certain patrols that you guys can't use when we're doing Wood Badge. And these gentlemen are both members of those patrols now. So it's always appropriate from now on to give them symbols of their badge. This is from John Kieran to Ben, one of your patrol mates who couldn't make it tonight. He's being Santa Claus for his PAX Christmas party, so he really couldn't make it. But he dropped over to my house tonight to make sure that I gave this to you as your first official beaded beaver. So there you go. Wear him well. And your patrol is, I didn't look it up. By the way, a bob. Tastes like chicken. I'm a bear, so these guys just taste like chicken here. But if you can find a bob white somewhere or a quail, give it to them. Beavers are a little bit easier, but we're not cheap though. Definitely not.
So now I'd like to ask you all to take a second and recognize Ben and George for their efforts on behalf of Troop 56. And at this time, I would like to thank Troop 56 for allowing us to come here this evening and do the presentation and have a little bit of fun. So with that done, I would like to conclude this Court of Honor. Steve? Thank you.
Everyone come together.
Come on, guys, clap.
We have, at the last Court of Honor, Chris Rendell wasn't here, but he earned a scout, so he's just going to put his name on the floor. We had two people reach the tenderfoot rank, and at that rank, they earn the true colors, which is the neck and chin side. So with Matt Brophy and John Already. All right, following these two tenderfoots, we got an eagle, Steve Higgins.
And we have a mile swim. Michael Barry.
Troop pass out, we usually get the scouts a Christmas gift from the troop to the scouts, since they're such a good group of kids and their hard work. So, as you called up, please come up and accept your gift.
For the boys, each of the boys this year, we've got them an Nalgene bottle. It's pretty unbreakable. Can't lose the lid, comes attached. They will mix them up, though, so I highly recommend that you take a indelible marker and write their name on the top, or write it on here someplace that it can be seen. Likewise, we've got them a Lexan cutlery set, all right, so that when they're mixing up their hot cocoa, they're not burning their fingers with their metal knife or metal spoon or whatever. But again, please find an indelible marker and write their name on here. Hopefully they get out of here whole tonight. We don't have a lot left over because we're not going to know who they belong to. All right, so Mr. Monteforti is going to pass these out. I'm going to call out your name.
So on the next camping trip, when we go on the hike, you guys say, I don't have a water bottle, it's no excuse. And when we sit down to eat, you say, I don't have silverware, it's no excuse anymore, right?
Just like last year with the chairs and the cups.
Exactly.
Well,
All right.
Okay, starting off with Lightning Patrol, Greg Bell. James Johnson. Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin. Don't hate the Mercer either, right?
Yeah.
They got what? Softball research paper. Mike Sheeran. Mike Sheeran.
Still down there?
Mark Weber. Not here. Okay, Cobra Patrol. John Shaw. Brian Breslin.
Everything was socked in up there, it was really bad. And I don't know if you guys really noticed when you opened up some of the trees, the little trees that came, they were full of ice and snow. And, so those things were fresh cut, and what they did was they had run out of trees because everybody was in the same situation. And we had at least 3 places in town that did not open up this year to sell trees, so we really got hit. And we didn't know they weren't gonna open up, or not all of them. So we did a super job on the trees, and what had happened was Spence Farm went up, and they had somebody go through and they cut everything that could be cut. And that last bunch of trees that we got was 14 or 18 trees, and it was all big, sold out like in 2 days, and we ended up closing a day early than we had planned on. The trees just, we couldn't get any more trees, nobody had them. So, you guys did an awesome job with that. So I think our final count is out dinners to the seniors, and everybody that gets one of these dinners, we're trying to get $10. So if anybody would like to donate, we can somewhere back here.
I too would like to thank everybody who helped at the tree stand setting up. Ben and John Manini do a tremendous amount of work there, coordinating, checking, opening, and closing. It's a lot of work, and together we worked as a team, and it ran really well. I was proud of everybody, and keep up the good work. When we work together, we can accomplish a lot. I also want to thank those scouts who sold popcorn, and I also want to thank Mrs. Higgins for coordinating that, taking the time, picking up the popcorn, coming here. In popcorn, we netted over a little over $1,100 this year in popcorn sales. We were off a little bit from last year, but it's still pretty good. And for those who still owe her popcorn money and don't have it tonight, she will be here next week at Monday night at 7 o'clock. You can come meet her, pay her, if you're going to be seeing people over Christmas collecting. And so thanks again for Mrs. Higgins. Also, a reminder to all the scouts, next week is school vacation, so there's no scouts, no school. The week after that, we have the Weebles coming to visit us here. And each patrol knows what they need to work on. So I hope you guys will be communicating to each other during Christmas vacation. If you need any help with anything, feel free to give me a call. If you even want to come down here next Tuesday, I'm willing to come down and work with you guys if you need to. But get a call me, not Tuesday night at 6:30 either. I also want to thank all the scouts who did the shopping for the Adopt a Family program in town. We buy presents for a boy in town whose parents were having a hard time, and so we provided him with a Christmas. I was dropping the presents off to the person who heads it off. I was talking to her. She told me that there was over 50 kids in town this year that were receiving gifts from this program. So without all our help, a lot of kids would be getting Christmas presents. I also talked to her, and after the New Year, she's actually going to come down to one of our meetings and talk to us and explain some things to us in the women's food pantry, and it's a good cause. So thank you for the support there. And I just want to thank all the leaders for their help running this troop. It's a lot of work, but everyone usually pitches in, and I think we do a good job, and I think we get a lot accomplished. Thank you. And with that, just everyone have a safe and happy Christmas and New Year's, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
We're going to close the meeting. After the meeting, everyone stay seated for a few minutes. Thank you.
Color bears, front and center.
Everybody stay seated just for 1 second. Here you go. 1 minute. Mike, just sit. Go first. We have a lighting patrol go up back and help with the ice cream. Go up back and help out, all right? This is just, wait, hey, quiet. This is one of the different wind controls they're using now. They're really lightweight, really easy to use, I guess. And this is something that's funding allows us to buy it.
Those tents retail at $250 a piece, just to give you an idea of the cost. We were able to buy them, through clearance, a few holes here and there, but, for $180 a piece, so. It's very expensive. So. No, these are just for the if you're claustrophobic, these are intense.
Parents, siblings, and leaders, correct.
Mom, give me a cookies, though. I didn't mind using it.
Literally, those are the ones that everybody wants because they're so.
These are the ones that are in the yellow green catalogs. They're like 15, 16 bucks each. Yeah. What do kids think you guys.
Just need the coffee and cream over here. Or the Ron Higgins. The Ron Higgins approach. I don't forgetting his name. Make sure the kids don't get any coffee. Where's my cup? Are they?
Warm, it's not hot.
Are the lights on?
You're weird, bro.
He just baby gingerbread man. You're like gingerbread man. You're weird. You smell walker in brown camera. Cool.
The camera's on. It's recording.
Uh-oh. Yeah, another clap.
That's why it says record on it.
That Molo guy. Oh my god. Man and Valerie. Somebody help.
Oops, sorry. Get this out of the way here, guys.
Now, they didn't say anything about cookies or brownies.
That's right. See, everyone forgets about the cookies and brownies over here. Cream over here. Or the Ron Higgins. The Ron Higgins.